right, so let me give you a little bit of background about me. I was a straight A student in high school. I got the honor roll. I graduated 25th out of a class of 400, and then I proceeded to go to college because I thought that's what I was supposed to do. And I went there and I did well, but I was absolutely miserable. So I ended up coming home and I went to community college because my mom said, well, why don't you just take some classes? And I agreed. And I did that and I hated it. I was miserable and I wasn't happy. And so a lot of people ask themselves, why am I not happy? Why am I not fulfilling the things that I thought I would do for myself? And a lot of people aren't living the life that they wanted for themselves. So fast forward. After I did community college for one semester, I decided to drop out and pursue what I really wanted to do. And the original reason why I came home when I went away to school, and that was to play in a band. So I started a band with two of my great friends. The rest is kind of history. We went on tour several times over the course of 3 years, and I took this band from the ground up, sitting around a campfire with my best friend John, and ended up being a nationally touring band. Now, did I take it as far as I wanted to? No, but that's okay, because sometimes on the way to a dream, you get lost and find another one. And that's kind of where I'm at now. So at the moment, I'm working towards getting my personal training certification. And then once I do that, I'm going to see what doors open for me and kind of decide from that point what I want to do with the rest of my life. But I know that I want to help people. I want to give back. I want to work for myself. And I want to make a difference in the world. So I want to do all these things, and I think that I'm well on my way. So here are 5 reasons why people aren't living the lives that they truly want to live. Reason number 1, fear of failure. You hear this so many times over and over and over again. We're humans. We're scared to fail. We don't know what's on the other side. We like knowing. There's a podcast with Tony Robbins that I just recently listened to. He talks about these 6 human traits, I believe, and that all actions derive from these traits. Well, one of them was certainty. And it makes sense. We want to have certainty in our lives. We want to know for sure what's going to happen. Is this worth my risk? Is it better for me to stay here and be comfortable? We're human. We can't predict the future. It's all part of the life experience. So the fear of failure is one thing that really holds us back that shouldn't, because there's never any way of knowing anything. But there's one thing that you do know for certain, is that if you don't try something, you'll never know what happens. And then it leads to regret. And you don't want to live your life in regret, because before you know it, you're going to be 60, 70, 80 years old, and you're going to be looking back and you're going to say, shit, why didn't I do all those things that I wanted to do? So don't let fear of failure hold you back. You have to just take chances. That is how people succeed. Trust me, ask any successful person, and I bet you they're going to say, of course I was scared. Of course I was scared of failing, but I took the shot, and along the way, they probably did have failures. Of course, it's inevitable, but they learned from them and they grew. And in the end, they wanted it bad enough and they made it work. So you cannot be afraid to fail, because if you have the right mindset, there's no such thing as a failure. There's only a learning experience or a successful experience. The only failure is not trying at all. Number 2, fear about what others think of you. This is a huge one in today's society. We have so much in social media and TV and just everything that tells people this is how you have to live. And that's so completely far from the truth. Live your own life, because you're the only person that can make decisions for yourself and know what you want and what's in your heart. Somebody else can't do that for you. So stop worrying about what other people are doing, what other people are thinking about you, and focus on yourself. Because if you put half the energy into the amount of time you think about what others think about you, you could be propelling yourself way further down the road and way faster. There's always going to be people who are with you and against you. If you just be yourself and you continue to go down your path and not focus what others are doing, what you give off into the universe will come back to you. The people who are meant to be around you, inspire you, and help you along the way will naturally just come around, and the other people will fade away. But if you give people who are worried about you your attention, then they're always going to stick around, and that negative energy is going to bring you down to their level. The true people who want to see you succeed will bring themselves into your life. Number 3, fear of going out of your comfort zone. This is a huge one. With any desire, goal, dream, vision, there's always that fear of going out of your comfort zone and trying new things. Again, it's part of life. In order to grow, you have to experience things. Think about it like a muscle. If you don't overload a muscle with a new stimulus, it's never going to grow. It's going to stay the same, because if you keep on giving something the same stimulus, why would it need to grow? It has everything it needs to stay in the exact spot that it is now. So in order to grow as a person, you have to put yourself out there, be uncomfortable, kind of learn on the fly and see what comes out of it. Because honestly, if you stay where you're at, you might be comfortable, but are you settling? Are you truly fulfilled with what you have? Do you not have any desire to want more? If you stay in the same place, you're not going to have as many opportunities to fulfill those desires. Go out of your comfort zone, go travel, go join a new social group, try a new hobby, anything that gets you thinking, anything that gets you learning and experiencing. Because those are the times where we truly learn about ourselves, and it helps shape us to be a better person than the day we were before. For me, a big one has been travel. Every time that I travel somewhere, it doesn't matter if it's far or near, in the United States, out of the country, it doesn't matter. Every time I travel, I learn something new about myself, and I learn something new about the world, and I put myself into a situation that I'm not used to, and I always come back feeling like a better person. Number 4, fear of hard work and being overwhelmed. With any goal, dream, vision, there's going to be hard work. There's not too many things in life that just come easy, unless you're having things handed to you. But even then, so if that's the case, are you truly learning your lesson? Are you truly growing? There's going to be hard work involved. There's going to be a lot of days where you think, what is the point? You feel like you're just going and going and going and nothing is coming out of it. But you have to take it one day at a time. And even if you feel like you're overwhelmed, like you have so much to accomplish, if you break it down into little goals and say, today I'm just going to do this. Today I'm just going to do this. Those will eventually add up, and then you'll look back months, years down the road, and you're going to say, wow, look how far I've come. So you do have to put in the hard work. It may be hard some days, and not every day is going to be perfect, but if you continue to do so and you be consistent, you will achieve goals and you will be successful. Number 5, fear of bad timing. You hear it all the time. Somebody asks you to travel or do a new thing in life, a new venture. Somebody always says, oh, well, if the timing was better, this is going on, this is going on, and there's never going to be a good time. There's always going to be something. There's seldom a perfect time in life to do one thing. So if you have the opportunity, just grasp it. Now, I understand in some extreme circumstances, yes, situations can prevent things from happening, but in the general sense of day to day, this isn't true. There's always going to be something going on. There's always going to be maybe a problem you have or another task that you need to do. But if you really want something, you will find a way, because there's always a way. When there's a will, there's a way. So don't use timing as an excuse, because there's never going to be a better time to do something than now. Well, there you have it, guys. Those are my 5 tips on why people aren't living the lives that they truly want. Of course, I still have tons of goals that I want to reach in my lifetime, and I have a lot of work to do as well. But from an outside perspective and an objective look into society and others around me, this is what I think are the 5 biggest things holding people back. So if you can really understand these and learn how to overcome them and work with them, then I really think that you can see a lot of improvement in your life, and hopefully I'll see a lot in mine as well. I have a long journey to go yet, and I am so glad that I've been able to realize some of these things at such a young age, and hopefully I can apply them and reap what I sow. Thank you guys so much for watching. Your support means the world to me as I get this channel up and running. So please, if you haven't already, click the subscribe button, give this video a like. It really helps, and I will see you guys soon. Later on.